Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back to Fall Guys. Fall Guy Friday, I guess it is. Well, we could actually do that because it is Friday that I'm doing all of these at this group. So we're almost to level 11. I still didn't hit it with that last one. I changed out my emotes. I got some pretty interesting ones, I think. And we'll see. That hoverboard level is probably the best one to do emotes. Maybe we can do them at the end of this if we remember, but I really don't like uh, showing off before like I know for sure that I'm gonna qualify, because if I'm one of the last ones and I had done an emote, I'd be kicking myself and like, man, that was dumb. Okay. Oh, there's Sandy. Ah. Okay. Well, maybe at least they'll move it. Cool, that was pretty fortunate. Like, I've been struggling with that part recently. Oh, and then the big jump. And another big jump. Woo! Nice. Hey! See what you get? Ooh. Stay focused. Stay focused. Oh man. How is that? There a person there? Oh, am I catching up finally to the... Ooh. Did I do that? Yes, I did. I switched the polarity of that. Whew. Okay. I think we're the first one. Yeah! And I got off the whole emote before. And that's one of the new emotes. I got some musical instrument emotes. Although I find it funny that same guy that was messing with us in the beginning, I'm pretty sure, was the guy that was grabbing us. Maybe he already went in. Yeah, this one. He like waited. Junks dude forever. Forever. It's a decent costume. It looks like, kind of like, what is his name? Bane from Batman, but mixed with some kind of like, I don't know, that's probably some game character that I'm not aware of. I'm just not making the connection. Oh, he's just pretty grabby. I'd be kind of nervous about him. Like, that could be 4 and 5. It is. Oh, he's gonna troll this person. Watch. Oh, you're gonna lose, bud. Oh. Yep. Big T's, nice. I got the trophy. I was gonna say I don't know if I got the trophy for this profile, but yeah, it's where you do the whole emote before you finish a race like that. All right. And we're waiting, and we're waiting. Here we go. I mean, you gotta remember, this is like connecting 40 people from around the world, possibly some bots, I don't know. but yeah. Alright, here we go with the ridiculous speed. And the drift. Oh, I didn't even make it past the first one. Oh well. There will be other opportunities. Like so. Yeah. Bink. And the really excited music. I mean, it's more like a status thing. Like, I want to go down that slide. We qualified. That's all I care about. Oh, there's some bass. Yeah, we got the bronze. Yeah, see, that looks like a normal Sandy. I wonder if there's a meme Sandy. Like with the karate hat or something. I know that's what they do in the Nickelodeon Brawl. They've got SpongeBob, then they've got SpongeBob with the karate hat, and then they've got Sandy, and then Sandy with the karate hat. I think, anyway. Oh, this one's tricky if you don't know what you're doing. And even if you know what you're doing, it can be tricky because there's asteroids that fly and hit you. Oh, yeah, as you can see over most of them. Alright, so when you step on the button, it'll illuminate the row that you're in and the next row. So we have to go through the middle one. Looks like, oh, I guess you could go to the next one. Alright, so now you gotta be watching out for asteroids. And once you have one figured out, let's see, we're green, we're going up that way. Okay. I kind of want to go to this one. Oh! I was reading it wrong. And they don't change or anything like that, it's just really easy to misread them, so... Oh no, it's too slow. I would have been the next one too, although I would have had to figure out which one to go there. Actually, let's bail. Can we bail real quick? Yeah, there you go. Let's go ahead and load into a new show. Well, let's not even show rewards. We don't care. We don't care. Yay, we got something. Fridge sounds like it's knocking. Watch it, it's like someone knocking. FBI, open up. What do you want, mate? I'm on vacation. Leave me alone. It's Fall Guy Friday. It's FBI Fall Guy Friday. I'm just kidding. No, they would have knocked louder. Or they would have been yelling. They probably would have just called first, like they usually do. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Ooh. You know, it is funny because I've started referring to myself as a recently certified white hat cybersecurity professional, or just certified white hat cybersecurity professional, of which I am, for about 10 G's. No, and I was the third highest performer as far as our homework scores were concerned. I don't know about overall in the class where I stood, but what they showed us, it showed us like, you know, who was the first, second, third, and so on. And who just like hadn't turned anything in. So it was kind of like a wall of shame, but it was also, we were using oh no! We were using fake names, so it wasn't like public shaming or anything. I mean, in a way, like, it was still shaming. Like, you knew what you did. Or if you were doing good, you knew that you were doing good, so. I'll admit my project probably wasn't the best. Whoops, I didn't jump. I meant to jump. I mean, my professor did like the part where I made a Mac spoofer, but because normally you just spoof the IP address, but then if you spoof the Mac, oh man. Sorry, teaching red teaming stuff. But it's also easy to detect too, so it's not like, you know, it's a cool tool, but it's pretty easy to thwart. Like, I mean, that's what a lot of people don't realize. They'll start hacking and they'll be like trying to get into people's computers that they have no idea who they are, which is totally illegal, by the way. I'm saying do not ever do that, because people like me will catch you and then turn you over to the authorities. And then, don't worry, I don't blow a lot of whistles, but when I do, you could be looking at Fed time for like trying to get into someone's computer. Especially if it was like NASA or like a government computer or something, like, whew, you're in trouble. Like, anyways. Oh, another captain gonna be messing? I'm looking at you, and I'm qualifying. But no, it's important to help your fellow human to be successful and safe online and in person. Like, so yeah. And while we're watching these other people, let's talk about cybersecurity and preventative blue teaming. So what I'm kind of working on is, I mean, I like to call it like a master's thesis, even though I'm not pursuing my master's yet. I plan on it, but maybe I could get an honorary master's if I do enough work in these areas of study. Yeah, preventative blue teaming means trying to disarm the would-be malicious actor before they commit the malicious acts. Like, try to make it to where somebody doesn't feel the need or the desire or even the motive to try to get into someone else's stuff or try to steal their credit cards. Because let's be honest, most of cybercrime is trying to get money. People want money that they don't want to earn, or they don't have the ability to earn. See, you need to make that distinction, because one of the biggest dangers to society as a whole is the idea that there's a boogeyman, or there's a devil, or there's an evil people, or whatever. Because then you start saying, oh, brown people are evil, or oh, white people are evil, or oh, black people are, and that's how the confusion starts. And then once you start hanging out with people that are different than you, then you realize, wait, there's people just like me, and no matter how much we say it, it doesn't really sink in until you've actually like met someone that's different from you. And then you know that all the people in that group are just as normal as me. Like, they have the same thoughts, same desires, same everything. I mean, we do have like some individualistic characteristics of nationality and region and, you know, our upbringing, and that's just oh, I was like, I shouldn't have even been on that long, but I'll take it. Running, I gotta be fast, gotta go! Fast like the wind! Oh, bonk. Alright, but anyways, that's why I feel like everybody should at least be able to go to a college or community college. Because then you can at least intermix with people like slightly different than you in community college, way different than you if you go to a four-year college or university, especially if you hang out with the international students. Like CSU had a big international community that I used to hang out with. I used to have barbecues with them like every Friday. You know, we're talking Iraq, Iran, Libya, Jordan, like all these places that we're kind of nervous about now. I'm really glad that I got to spend some time with people from those areas, because I realized they are just people like me, and like this whole ugliness in the Middle East. Ugh. We will get through it. It's a dangerous and terrible time, but you know, we'll look back and just be like, yeah, we were brutal one day. I mean, if you look back to the medieval times, torture, the Spanish Inquisition, you know, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. We joke about that in movies and stuff, but it was real stuff. And like the Holocaust, someone was on the X app. Sorry, this does tie into preventative blue teaming, because you got to understand the underlying motive of why people would do something as dangerous as like murder or genocide. So, and like the current situation, territorial dispute. And why is there a territorial dispute? Well, identity, heritage is part of it. But then you think about it, I've seen some memes already about Native Americans saying the same thing, like, oh, you don't say. Or like the quote that like Israelites or the Jewish people are wanting their land that their ancestors lived on, and then it shows them Native Americans like, oh, you don't say. And that's very true. But we got to own it and be like, okay, I accept that that is part of American history. It's a dark part, but we can't ignore it. We can't pretend it didn't happen and bury our heads in the sand. At the same time, we can't keep beating ourselves up over it, but we can show respect and dignity to the descendants of those people. And I feel like Colorado does a really good job of that. I mean, we've got a museum of the cliff dwellings. And that's where I went to go learn some about Native American history. And this being Native American Heritage Month, which, I mean, even before with George W., he called them the Indians. And that all goes back to how Columbus was a lazy, like, kind of, you'd want to say evil, but at the time, you know, he was what you would say is trying to do his job. And oh, I'm so glad that no, I hate this one. It's so high stress. Like, I've got a tail, so now I'm a target. Although I'm not noticed. Okay. All right, let's hang out together. Oh no, that doesn't look good. That looks like a lot of trouble. Oh no, only one is seeking a tail. Maybe? No, those all had tails. Nice. Okay, I don't know about you. Oh. Okay. This is how I kind of tend to try to avoid them. Oh, now the jig is up. They see me. They got it. Oh no. Okay. 25 seconds. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, stay away from me, people. 19, 18, 17, 16. Ah, no. 13, 12. Get out of here. Oh. Yes. Oh, that is such a stressful one. Huh. But anyways, sorry, back to cybersecurity. So I recently saw a bit of a live demo, not a whole lot, or a live forum with Sands on LinkedIn there. And they were talking about understanding the psychological and behavioral undertones of cybercrime. Now, like, people steal because they don't have enough, or at least they don't think they have enough, or they don't think that they've been dealt a fair hand, or maybe they haven't been dealt a fair hand. You know, there's all sorts of... It's hard because it's either real or perceived hardship that people face, especially here in the U.S. We're such a great example because we have a plethora of, like, the uber rich to, you know, the super poor, the people like living out of a car, out of a box, out of, you know, an alleyway, couch surfing. A lot of that around college campuses and stuff, because, you know, people, like, college doesn't work out, they've got tons of debt, and, like, you know, how are you gonna have all that money for life? you got to pay for your college. So, and even the people that were successful, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. Also, little pro tip: you have to press R2 to grab the crown. See, I didn't realize that. Ugh. Okay. Oh, the B-man got it. All right. I was close, because sometimes people don't realize. Ooh, let's see this. Nice. All right. So, and I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. Like, it's still important that you understand blue teaming concepts of using encrypted connections when possible. That's the HTTPS instead of just normal HTTPS or normal HTTP. Sorry, the S means secure, as in encrypted. And then even on top of that, you got to make sure that you're paying attention to who's on your network, who's connecting to what, who's logging into your stuff. And not only are you, well, it's getting easier for end users to kind of start doing that. I mean, so there's Security Onion. So just like right out of the box, like if you really want to make sure that your home network is secure, you can use Security Onion. I haven't, like I think I got it on one of my computers. I was gonna start setting it up, but I didn't really. I don't know, because I do some other things like to monitor my own networks, and even then I try not to do anything like banking stuff, or I don't know. It's tricky. And so, but like you can't just protect against yourself if you're trying to be a white hat cybersecurity professional, or even just a normal cybersecurity professional. Because I know that there's people that say, they'd rather be gray hat because they don't trust the government completely. And you really should never 100% trust the government. I mean, you should still serve your country, but at the same time, pay attention to what's going on. Like, I don't know. I'm also not trying to say like, oh, like use the proper channels. There you go. If you don't like what's going on, like write a complaint. Like, go up the proper channels first. Like, don't go into like rage mode and start like, doing riots and stuff. I'm not saying do anything like that, but in fact, one of the types of malicious actors is a hacktivist. Basically, someone who's acting political, or basically defacing a website, defacing a web server, or attacking. In fact, there was some kind of stuff that I had a lot of followers on the X app, and they were laughing and doing that stuff. They were doxing, or basically DDoSing, or spamming, or whatever you want to call it, attacking a service for snitching on women trying to get abortions. Now, don't get me wrong, I fully support women and pro-choice. Like, I think it's an evil law, but I'm just pointing out that that's an example of a hacktivist. So, now, whatever you want to take with that information, like the legalities of it, and I didn't participate in it, and I was just like, well, because that's just, well, it's an attack. Like, I don't care what your political motivations are. At the end of the day, that is abusing a system illegally. So, yeah, they could run into some trouble there. That's like a situation where I was already pretty much falling off, but it didn't help that there was a bunch of other people kind of just like in the way. Alright. Whoa. Okay. And I don't know if this like ever works. Like, I feel like not. I don't know. I haven't been able to get it successfully this time around. Alright. So anyways, you want to make sure you're protecting your networks, protecting your passwords, and using multi-factor authentication on everything you can. Like, but you also got to make sure it's set up correctly, and that's where I feel like some companies, they're kind of messing up, and it's actually making more of a security hole than actually fixing the security. Because once it's configured correctly, then yeah, it's a great thing, but during the setup, like, you're exchanging a lot of personal information, like, you gotta, like, say a password reset, or oh, I failed to set up multi-factor, now I'm locked out of my account. And then you gotta verify, like, it's who they are that's actually doing the request, and blah, blah, blah. And some companies that deal with medical information, especially, they won't even reset your passwords. They're just like, nope. I mean, you need to follow the process to where all of the liability is on whoever is responsible for that password, which isn't a great business model. I mean, it's secure for keeping the company protected, but, I don't know. At the end of the day, if they're not able to get into their accounts, and they're trying to, then that's a security risk, and you need to be careful of that for their protection. So, anyways. A brief Fall Guy Friday cybersecurity rundown, because October was Cybersecurity Awareness Month. But every month is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, because all of our lives are now accessible on the internet. Digital profiles. Well, at least a lot of it is. Depends on how much you use the internet, which most people, it's about every day. And people sometimes can, well, we won't even go down to that. Alright, pipe dream. I remember when this one first came out. And what's cool is, like, there's different variations of it. Like, there's this map, but this exact map could be completely different than the first one. In fact, it probably is. Because now that they've been adding different obstacles. And it almost has that like Christmas vibe now, but it's had that for a little while. It's about to be Christmas season, so that's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I mean, whatever your personal preference is. I mean, I'm a skeptical, non-practicing Christian. There you go. Not that it matters. I have a lot of Muslim friends. I have a lot of Jewish friends. Like, you know, I've got Hindi friends. Like, okay. Gotta try not to get blown back by the fans. There we go. And what I'm saying is, like, they're all saying the same thing, just about every holy book, every method of trying to teach people how to be good people. Like, that's all it is. I mean, it's all just guidance in a really seemingly random world. And the more that we communicate with each other, the more we're realizing, oh wait, no, there's no reason to be worried. Like, these are just people. Now, granted, present conflict excluded. Like, there are still a couple of very big wrinkles that we need to iron out. Very big. But, so until then, use multi-factor authentication. Don't give out your passwords. Don't give out your security information. Like, there's a Monk episode, which is an old police detective show, where they had a speed dating cafe or a speed dating setup, and yes, first. Okay, sorry. But anyways, where they're asking questions about the other people, and then they're writing them down. See, there's handsome Squidward. So we know that there's at least the meme version of Squidward. Okay, and SpongeBob's bottom, which is the meme version. It looks like the orange block. So, but anyways, so they were getting basically the password or the security questions, which can actually circumnavigate a password. Now, if you have multi-factor authentication on your thing, say connected to your cell phone with like an authenticator app, say someone knows your security questions, they don't need your password, but then they still need your phone. So that only works if they have access to your phone, which people could still have. And ultimately, you should never be doing anything online that you wouldn't be okay with the government looking at. Like, because if it comes down to it, say you're like the suspect of a murder investigation or something, you can bet that they're going to start going through your phone, your emails, like your digital profile, everything. I mean, and all they have to do is suspect you. So, I'm not saying that we're in that George Orwell, like 1984 or whatever it was. That is a concern, but at the same time, it's so much security that, and the people that are looking don't care. Like, they don't want to. They don't want to be in this investigation unless you, like, really mess up. And at this point, like, I don't think I'm all that in a disagreement with it. Like, if somebody killed someone I care about, I'd want them to, yeah. So that's like a whole nother rabbit hole, but... Now, if someone stole something because whatever, they should be punished within reason. Alright, so getting distracted in the thing. Whoa! I got one. Nice. Alright. It was a bit strategic to go over to where nobody was and then where they were still generating bombs. Alright, this could be the finale. Oh, which is good because we're about done with this episode. That alarm's gonna be going off any minute. Yep, hexaterrestrial. We've been doing this a lot. It's a lot of people, though. Alright, let's just try to stay alive. Let's not mess with anybody. Oh no, they're messing with us. Ah! Okay. we almost lost it there. Okay. Oh man, okay. We gotta go kind of in the middle too. Alright, I think someone else fell off. So now it's just this person. Yeah, got it. I'm out of jail. Jeez. I'll go to Excelsior, the fun guy with the beans. Alright, well, good to end on a good note. Ta-ta everybody, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.